Good morning, everyone. Good morning, NFL fans. Well, Week 10 is wrapped up. And at least last night we ended with a good old defensive football game in cold weather. Eagles win 10-7 over the Packers. Eagles are now 7-3. The Packers are 6-3-1 now. But as I've been saying, we've had a problem with the NFL having too many mouths to feed. And once again, the 1 o'clock games were bad. And the 4 o'clock games, unfortunately, this week were even worse. I thought the Niners and Rams game would be a lot better, or I thought it would be disappointing. You knew the Redskins and Lions wasn't going to be a good game. The Redskins don't have a defense, and they lost Jaden Daniels. Lions win that game real easy. And before you blinked a couple of times, Seattle had a 35-0 lead on the Arizona Cardinals, and they ended up winning, something like 44-7 or 44-10, or terrible game. And the Sunday night game, unfortunately, it was watchable. I definitely say it wasn't great, but there was nothing to brag about the
text message.
Chargers and Steelers game. Now, as far as the 1 p.m. games go, they were two good games. And they were both the ones I thought would be good. Houston comes back and beats the Jacksonville Jaguars 36-29. What was a real good game, man. People are starting to wonder, is Trevor Lawrence going to be... Should the Jacksonville Jaguars look for another franchise quarterback? And that would suck because I think Trevor Lawrence can still be good. Just my opinion. And the other good game, of course, the Patriots and the Buccaneers. Patriots win. They're starting to like the old Patriots we knew from the Belichick-Brady days. Now it's Vrabel and Maine. As for my New York Giants, they once again blew an impossible fourth quarter lead, winning 20-6. They found a way to blow the lead. And as a result, Coach Brian Dable is now fired. And Mike Kafka, the offensive coordinator, is now in charge temporarily of the team. I mean, when you blow 3 games like they've done this year, against the Bears, against the Broncos, the Cowboys, when you have between a 93 and 99% chance of winning and you blow all 3 games, with the defensive line you had where you could beat the quarterback at any given point, and you can't win? John Mara, who is suffering from cancer right now, must wish they increase the dose of either his chemotherapy or his radiation. And on top of that, Jackson Dart left the game with a concussion. And it turns out the Giants were fine because of Coach Dable, because they broke concussion protocols with Cam Scatterbo, who's out for the year with a different injury, and Jackson Dart. So being that he was willing to put his players at risk to save his own job, they canned him. To which I say, good. Brian Dable might be a good coordinator, but unfortunately this time around as head coach, he couldn't do the job. And listen, we've often said it before, being a coordinator is the best job in football. Because you're in charge of one spot of the offense, one spot of the team. And you are not the crosshairs of the media or the ownership. That's why they pay those coaches the big bucks. Now the Jets, despite getting rid of two of their best players, played a good game and actually beat the Browns. So good job for them. And of course, then you got the surprise of the day. The Buffalo Bills not only lose to the Miami Dolphins, they get dominated by the Dolphins. And I said the other day, the only thing you had to worry about was this being a letdown game the other way, on the other end, and it was. As I spoke to my dad, this is typical Buffalo Bills. They go through this every year during the season. They get through this spell, they lose games they should win. And he's right. In the last good game of the day, of course, the Colts and Falcons in Germany. Game went overtime. Ed Taylor gained something like 244 yards on the ground rushing for the Colts. And they win 31-25 in overtime. So just like that, the
new text message from Gene.
NFL week is finished. We will start again this Thursday with the Jets and Patriots. Again, won't be a pretty game. At least not in my opinion. Your comments down below, what you'd like to know.
New text.
God bless you all. And we'll talk football this weekend. And in fact, we'll be going over our college football top 25 in a couple of minutes.